Hello everyone, welcome back to FX 20 pips. Today is the 7th of July 2023. It is the Friday and time is now just past midnight, 12:45 and GMT plus 8 my time. The reason for this special session is because I wanted to explain this breakout buy and sell zone that happens on the Wednesday. All right, this is just past yesterday, which is Thursday, and then we have the Friday here. All right, so I'm trying to just help my viewers as I explained how to tackle this buy and sell zone. So if you had seen my previous videos, you would have seen that and know how I draw the breakout buy and breakout sell. Okay, you would also know that how I draw this mini trend line. Okay, at the same time you would know that I have drawn the P wave. Okay, this P wave on Wednesday, and then I talk about using the body as one trend line and the other one is using the wick as the second trend line. Okay, so let me see if I can do this by just removing this part of the live chart so that we can concentrate here. So let me try to do the replay mode. Let me just come back to this, come back to here. Okay, so now also let me hide this thing. Here we go. Right, okay, so we are looking at the GBPUSD 1 hour chart. This is a replay mode. Okay, so let me go into detail how we can handle this breakout buy and breakout sell. The first thing you need to note that let's look at the time. Okay, I can't remember what time I drew this, but it has to be sometime before this candle. All right, I try to draw the breakout buy, breakout sell during Asia session. That's how I have it. All right, so how do you deal with this now? When you look at this candle, all right, I believe I also said that if the candle close above this trend line, then you can have an opportunity to take a sell. All right, but there's also a reason why we have a breakout buy and breakout sell, meaning that anything that happens in between, okay, as a beginner in using this method, you don't trade this, you don't trade anything that happens here. All right, now if what I have shown on Wednesday is I drew a trend line, okay, for people who has experience in using this method, such that they can enter in a much favorable position. Okay, taking note that we are talking about buying, okay, as following the higher time frame. So if the price had broken through this trend line, okay, and close above, there is very high chance that some of you who had experience in using this method will start to buy here, right, or even start to buy here. Now what happens you see is that if you start to buy here, because as it closed above the previous high, or rather it reached above the previous high, you will get a shock because immediately you see the candles go back down. Right, but what happened is that the candle never closed below the sell zone. Right, on a bigger picture, remember that this is our 8 hours range box. it's represented here. All right, so when the price come back down and then ended up with another doji candles, okay, making it the lowest and very close to this trend line and the bottom of the 8-hour time frame, or rather 8 hours range, you should be in a position to comfortably take this as a buy. Okay, even though the price is at the bottom of the sell zone. Okay, if you have used this method long enough and seen the candle long enough with all this confluence drawing of the range and the T wave, there is nothing stopping you from buying here. The moment you see the price create a wick and go back up. Okay, don't get me wrong, during the time of action, this is a full solid bearish candle. As this close, this new candle begins, it is a full bearish candle, right? However, when the buyer starts to comes in, it create a wick. Okay, as the wick become bigger and bigger, you need to have the experience to take a buy. Okay, buying below the sell zone. Why? Because of the higher time frame of a bullish GBPUSD. Now, if you were to buy here, your stop loss will simply be just below this 8 hours range. Okay, now that would then give us the stop loss pit of roughly about here to here is 9.4 pips. Okay, what you end up with is about 45 pips maximum. Yeah, so that is one of the possibility. So what happens if you fail to buy here? Okay, you are not sure. All right, and then you see a doji candle, right? Immediately it closes and then it drops again. Likewise, full bearish candle. Now this time the price become a wick again and goes up. Now this time it goes above this doji candle, it goes above this trend line, it goes above this 50 SMA. So technically you have about 3 confluence to tell you that price is going up. Yep. So this could be another position where you buy the GBPUSD, right? So what happened if you didn't buy here? Okay, because you are a novice buyer, you are told that you should not trade anything around here. All right, so you just wait for the price to go up and you see the candle close above the breakout buy. Okay, so this is our first candle that closed above the breakout buy. Remember what I said, always look for the and wait for the second candle. So the second candle, what happened? It went all the way straight back down. All right, then now you should be sure that okay, this trend line, the P wave, seems to be working and confining the price in this area. All right, as you can see, price touches here, come down. So likewise for this, price touches here and goes all the way down. Right, now this movement down is all the way until the Thursday. Okay, this is Wednesday and this is Thursday. What you notice is the low never get below this low, right? And at this stage, we don't follow this breakout buy and sell again, because this is only limited for Wednesday. Alright, so if you didn't take this trade here, it's okay. You are not ready for it, you are new, you are still not sure what to look out for, that is fine. Okay, with the theory of looking out for the second candle, it also saves you from misery, right? Because with the second candle coming back in, there is no way for you to take a buy, right? Even though it crosses above this mini trend line. Yep. Alright, so this is the reason why I want to come in and talk about this one. Right, so let's move on to what happened on Thursday. And let's close this replay. Let's do it this way. Yes, let's exit. So what happened here is that this is the Asia session, right? This is the high of Wednesday, low of Wednesday, and then we have a midpoint of Wednesday. What you need to know is the P wave become narrow and narrower, right? And none of it, you see all these prices, none of it go below here. And then the price went up. There was a fight between buyer and seller. As you can see, this long wick here. Okay, for a moment, seller seems to take control, come back here and close back up. It is at this point where I posted in my Discord group to say that a breakout is possible soon. Okay, I will put in the pictures of the screenshot of the post that I put in my Discord group just about here. Alright, so what happened here is, what is this time? Let me just look at this time. This is about the 5 p.m. Okay, the 5 p.m. GMT plus 8 candle. Alright, if I put my mouse here, you take a look at the time here. So this is the 5 p.m. candle, and you can see what happens. It shot up close above the P wave. What happened to the second candle? Second candle went all the way back up, right? And as expected, it went up, alright. And then there was an indecisive candle here. What followed next are news. Okay, news event that bring the price down all the way past here, past the Monday opening, drop to below the 8 hours range, and then buyers come in again, and now we are trying to push it back up here. It's still higher than the opening, right? So the news I'm talking about is hang on, let's just look at this time here. This is the 8 p.m. candle. Right, so we go to the news, and here we have this is Thursday, and all the news from 8 p.m. onward. Right, positive news for the US. That's what happened when it started pushing the price down. Okay, initial jobless claim, these are all mixed. Okay, some positive, some negative. Initial jobless claim for June, higher than this one. And all these minor news. Then after which we have the 10 p.m. Positive news again for the US, right? And then we also have a little bit of a bad news here. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is or the US news, okay, forces the candle to go down, like here, 8, 9, 10 o'clock. So from 11 onwards, the market has already absorbed the news, so now it's slowly going back up. Yeah. Right, so that is until this is a live chart, so we are waiting for tomorrow, which we have the non-farm payrolls. That's another news here, and it's pretty straightforward. If the figure is higher than this, USD is going to strengthen again, and then it's going to try again to force the price down, just like today. Right. We do seems to see a lot of strong support at this level. Yep, even with today's news, good news for US dollar, there's still buyers that start to come up, force the price back up. Right, so what I'm going to do now is to, since I already explained all this to you, I am going to remove these small little trend lines. I'm going to hide the buy and sell zone. Okay, the 8 hours, this is part of the P wave. Let me just hide away the lines. Okay, the 8 hours so far is still valid. We have the first 8 hours candle close above. Now we are waiting to see what happened here. Okay, we still have 3 more, or rather 4 hours about there, for this candle to close. It could close up here, or it could just go back down here. We don't know. We have to see how it's developed. Right, and what else can I tell you? Yes, the fib. Now if you have this situation where the price goes up and come all the way down, there is something that I learned from someone else, I can't remember, is using the fib. Okay, now this is the last bearish leg, right? Because price come up, come down here and push up. Now if because of news the price keep going down, you need to use fib or some other conference to tell you, okay, where are the possibility of price stopping for rebounds. Okay, what I have here is this. All right, so this is a fib low here, fib high here, which represent the last bullish leg. Okay, and with this only works with the fast retracement of the price, like today with the news straight down. Okay, what you need to do is hang on. What you need to do is get different layers of different levels of fib, which I have it here. Okay, as you can see, that price shot up, news came in, all the way force it down to what level? Close to 127.2 level. Now if price will start to rebound from here, 127.2 level, it usually try to at least go back to the 100% here. Alright, so this is one of the tricks that you can use to quickly make some scalping profit here. What's the pip size around here? It is about here to here, 23 pips. Alright, 23 or 22 pips within 30 minutes to an hour. Okay, this only works if there is a sudden changes of direction of the price. Alright, why I have all this level? Because same thing, news came in, price could just drop all the way to here, shot up, or drop all the way to here and shot up, at least to 100%. Okay, from here to 100%. This is something for you to find out how far it will drop. Okay, can it drop further below here? Definitely, of course. Yeah, however, you need to keep drawing all these fibs so that when the same scenario happens, you know that, oh, there's a wick that formed, that start to form after hitting 127 level. Alright, you, based on your previous observations, you can, based on your personality, take a chance to buy it back up, just like this scenario. Okay, so this is something that I'm sharing with you today. Alright, what else can I tell you? I think that's all for these special sessions, and what I can do actually is also to quickly draw the day high, because we still have another few more hours for the next day, so I might as well just draw this in advance. Okay, this will be the previous day high, low. Get me back to the normal fib. So we got a high, we got a low, midpoint. 50% is around here. Okay, this is getting ready for tomorrow, which I strongly believe is just going to be ranging until non-farm payroll. Right. Okay, I think I have covered what I wanted to cover today. And yes, one more thing, I'm still looking at USD JPY. Still very elusive 145 figure. Alright, I strongly want it to go down to about 145, 146, and then for Bank of Japan to push the price down again. Okay, for them to intervene. And if they would intervene to push the price down, meaning they have to sell US dollar. Right, if they start selling US dollar, then GBPUSD goes up. That's in theory. Hopefully Bank of Japan do that. Alright, if not, then it is what it is. Okay, I better end here before I start talking non-stop, and this will be another long video. Alright, that's all. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.